Yes, welcome to our Saturday program and on Facebook, and we are live on Flash Show. So here's the thing. Hey, did you know that you are very special? You are a very special person. Did you know that? And did you know that there's no any other person in this world like you? And did you know that you deserve to be loved, but not only by people around you, but by somebody who is very important in your life? For more about this and to find out who is very more important in your life, stay tuned to Flash Show. Invite a friend, follow the page, and like the page. This is your very own Flavia K. Yes, so welcome to our Saturday program, Aspects of Life program. Like I've mentioned before, every Saturday we are live on Flash Show. And we talk about very vital aspects of life. We talk about social life, we talk about spiritual life, we talk about economic life, we talk about all things that really impact our lives. And actually, this is the sole purpose of Flash Show. And like I mentioned, please invite a friend, like the page, and let us talk about this important aspect of life. Today we are talking about self-love. And I posed a few questions at the beginning of the show, at the opening, and I asked, did you know you are very special? You as an individual who is watching and who will be watching later. Let me see so far how many people I have, how many people I'll be speaking to. Today I just want us to talk about self-love. And did you know that you are very special? And did you know that there's no any other person in this world who is like you? Like you are the only person who is you. You are the only person who is unique. And did you know you deserve to be loved, not only by people around you, not only by our spouses, not only by our children, not only by whoever we interact with, but you deserve to be loved by that important person who is in your life, and this is you. Hey, yeah. So please invite a friend, like the page, share the page. I'm so glad for so far people who have tuned in. Today, I want to talk about self-love. Self-love. And when I talk about self-love, I'm not talking about being self-absorbed into oneself. And I'm not talking about the narcissistic part of you where you find you are having so much excessive love for yourself about about one's physical appearance. No, I'm talking about I'm looking at it at a different angle. Self-love. What do you do to love yourself? Huh? So please, I'm still waiting for a few people to get on and we get started. Just let me know where you are watching from. Let me know how you feel about self-love. This I know we have had about self-love from maybe our friends and from TED Talks, from other shows. But I mean, these are the things that we really need to keep reminding ourselves every day, time and again, because at times we forget. And practicing self-love can be challenging to most of us, especially as women. Um, and most times we are bombarded with different life stresses. we are faced with different challenges, and so at times we forget to self-love. We forget to provide ourselves with love. We forget to provide ourselves with care. And when I talk about self-love, I tried to look up what a self-love means. And it's all about having a high regard of your own well-being, you as a person, of your own happiness, of your own joy, of your own peace of mind. That is what I mean by self-love, taking care of yourself, you as an individual, without having to sacrifice time for others. I know it could be challenging, especially this period of time where we are bombarded with different life stresses, where most of us, especially during this pandemic, this period is really very tough to the majority of us. Some of us are unemployed. Some of us have lost their beloved ones. It could be challenging and very hard to think about self-love. But it is important. This is one of the most important aspects of life that we have to learn to deal with. And yes, that's why I would say, like, it could be so hard to practice self-love. But here's the thing. When you go into the mirror, and this topic is not only for women, even males, males also, we face different challenges, and we forget ourselves. If I say males, I say I put myself inclusive because I just want to be part of that group. We forget ourselves. And here's the thing. Men are so hit so hard. And the fact that men don't show emotions, that's why they're hit so hard. And that's why I'm saying that this topic is not only for women, even men, you need to listen to this. So when you look into the mirror and you find you don't like what you are saying, that's the point where you should begin thinking about self-love. I know I've gone through this, and at some point it was not good for me. It was not good for me. It hit me real hard. I looked into the mirror and I looked at myself. I'm like, oh no, this is not the beautiful Flavia that I know. So from that moment, it hit home so hard. And then I started doing some self-love. It's really, 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 really very important, especially with during this period of time where we are so hit by different life challenges. We need to practice some self-love. So here's the thing. How do you begin? Somebody might be, I could ask, how do I begin doing this? It's as simple as starting your day, telling yourself something positive. Tell yourself something good. Tell yourself how well you handled a situation which you thought you would not have handled. That is self-love. Don't put yourself down. Tell yourself something positive. How lovely you look. How beautiful you look. How special you are. Not only to your spouse or not only to your children, but to the world out there. It keeps me going if I know that, I feel I'm special because there are people who look up to me. Anything that will make you feel good, or anything that will put a smile on your face, that is self-love. It's high time that we started thinking about ourselves. If you are a lady, begin moving that gorgeous body of yours every single day and learn to appreciate your skin in which that body is. Because most times we tend, our bodies tend to be intimidated by who we are, how we look, and we put ourselves down. And it is very, very important not to believe everything that we think about. It's natural. There was that, and inner critic that is inside us that tends to make us small and safe. So just be mindful of what you're thinking of. Be mindful of what comes into your mind. Be careful of what you want. Be careful of what decisions that you're gonna make. If it is your body and you feel like your body is your body that really makes you feel good, just use it. That is one thing that I can tell you about self-love. So, secondly, what you can do is okay, let me just put a pause about this and see what happens. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. There was just a little hitch in the in the machines. So yeah. So those who have joined us, we are talking about self-love and why it is important for us to self-love. Like I mentioned before, we are hit and bombarded by different life stresses, especially this period that we are going on, where people have lost their beloved ones, and most of us are unemployed. Most of us have lost their jobs. So we need to think about self-love. Like I've mentioned before on Flash Show, we talk about different aspects of life, and this is one of them, and it's very, very, very vital that we take these things serious. We could have heard about them through somewhere, but it's good to always remind ourselves and reflection ourselves. So another way how you can think about self-love is surround yourself with people who love and encourage you. People who tell you amazing things about yourself. People who appreciate you. People who see some positive energy in you. Because do not be afraid to let go of people who are toxic in your life, because we have them. We have people who are toxic into our lives, and you find these are our friends, and you find we are afraid of saying, "Oh, so and so has been my friend for this kind of period," and you want to hang on. But remember, this person is draining you. If there are people who are bringing about intoxicity into your life, please just stay away. It's never wrong to say, no, I have to walk away. It's not a bad thing to say, to remove yourself from a bad situation, to remove yourself from a situation, from people that are draining you, to remove yourself from people who are stressing you. It's never bad. It's acting, we call it acting smart. You have to act smart, because at the end of the day, you find like you have a family, you have your own life. Leave alone others. You have your own life. You have a life to live. So that's why at times you have to let go of people who are stressors, who are toxic to your life. Surround yourself with people who are giving you a positive energy, people who are encouraging you, people who are telling you amazing things. Yes. So another thing we can do is embrace and love the things that make you different. Like I mentioned before at the beginning of the show, I mentioned, like, do you know that you are special? You are the only person in the world who is you. You are the only person who is you. So let us learn to embrace things that make us different. Could it be your eyes, your blue eyes? Just embrace your blue eyes. Could it be your hate? Hate is a very, very, very important thing. And if you're tall, just embrace it. You're tall. That is, make it into a way that your hate makes you feel happy. I've seen most of the people, especially short people, we have this the self-esteem is really, really, really very low, and we feel so insecure. But that's what makes you different. Huh? Look at these people. We call them short, small people. Just look at them. They are celebrities in the world. Who doesn't know them? And they are so proud about it. Huh? So, I mean, we are no different from them. We are the same. So if it's what makes them different and they are happy about it, so just embrace that thing that is in your life that really makes you different. Is it your skin color? Is it your gap in your teeth? That is who you are. You are different. Huh? Some of us, especially in this country, having a gap in your teeth is looked at as if you have like a missing teeth. No, just embrace it and put out that smile. That is what I would call self-love. You love it. Smile. Show off your teeth. This is a gap. Show off your teeth and let people know that you are not missing a teeth. This is what it is. And that's how you can express your self-love. That's how you can embrace that makes you different. Could it be the gray hair? Some of us, when we get gray hair, we try to, tint it or dye it and make it. No, I'm so proud I have some good gray hair, like right there. And I'm not afraid of it because it makes me different. I feel like everybody is yearning for that particular spot of gray hair. That is self-love. I love it. It makes me different and I'm proud of it. Are you left-handed? Just let us learn to embrace that little thing that we have. You have to realize that beauty is cannot be defined. You can never define beauty. And do not be deceived by magazines, by the models that you see. That is photoshopped. The photoshopped magazines in real sense, in actual sense, those models that we see, the models that we envy, don't appear like that. It's just photoshopping and whatever they do. So just feel good about yourself and learn to embrace how you are. Learn to embrace your color of your skin. Learn to embrace your hate. Learn to embrace whatever you feel that really makes you different. Whatever you feel that makes you special. Whatever you feel that makes you unique. My eyes make me unique. My hate makes me unique, and I'm very proud of it. Right? Some of us, we are being, how do they call it? The body image, body shaming. And you feel bad when somebody tells you, oh, you have maybe big boobs. Begin from there. Begin from there. If one person can see it and begin body shaming you about your boobs, begin from there. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you different. If somebody looks at you and comments about your height, oh, you are too tall. Begin from there. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you special. Begin from there and feel good about it. That's what I call self-love, minding about you and caring about you, embracing that makes you different. Find something to be grateful about each day, every day. Every day, find something. If you want to begin practicing self-love, like I mentioned, it's not easy. It's never easy. But just look for something every day, on a single day. something that really will make you feel grateful. It helps to shift your mind from the other side of the world, from the other stresses of our life. Like every Saturday, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this program, for this show. Every Saturday, I wake up when I'm so positive and knowing that, oh, I'm going to flash show, I'm going to speak, I'm going to impact lives, and it makes me feel good. If it is your children, feel good about your children. If it is about your neighbors, if it is about cooking, like, oh, maybe you have prepared a certain recipe, feel good about it. Right now, I would just want us to take a break. And just to let you know that this show is being sponsored by Senti's Kitchen for all your indoor and outdoor catering services. Please reach out to Senti's Kitchen. The numbers are scrolling down there, so please reach out to them. And please stay tuned, don't go away. Yes, just again to remind you, this flash show is sponsored by Senti's Kitchen for all your indoor and catering services. Please reach out to them. These are the kings of African barbecue. Senti's Kitchen are our sponsors. So please, let us get back. Those who have just joined us, we are talking about self-love today. Why is it important to practice self-love? So one way you can practice self-love is to let go of the past trauma and the wounds. I know this can be really very, very, very tough, and you feel like you will need more support about that, but it's very, very, very important in our lives to let go of the past, to let go of the trauma that we have experienced, to let go of the wounds. I know each one of us in a certain way we've been hurt, but if you let go, it's like you are putting a heavy burden, a heavy load of you, and you know, through that you are releasing some of the anxieties, you're releasing some of the stresses, you're releasing some, and that is self-love. But if you keep on hanging onto the past, if you don't forgive and if you don't forget, if you don't forget about people who have really hurt you, you are adding a huge load into your life, which is really not good and important to people who want to practice self-love. Okay, so let us learn to be to do away with people that have hurt us, so that we can learn to heal the wounds. That is one of the way we can practice self-love. Another thing is give up the need for approval from others. This is very, very, very huge. And as I was reading about a book about self-love, this really hit me so hard. And I'm like, oh my God, most of us do this. I used to do it. before you do something, you have to first inquire from your friends, and you have to first inquire maybe from our family members, from our spouses, from our children, some of us. I mean, and we forget that in most cases, the people who surround us have different intentions. Most people have different intentions. So it's very, very, very important to learn to stop seeking for approval from other people, because you never know their intention. You might ask, we have different backgrounds, we have different cultures. You may ask for something, and somebody tells you, oh, you say, oh, you know what, I want to begin like this and this, and somebody tells you, oh, no, don't be, and you know you love it, and you know it's what makes you happy, it's what makes you what you are, it makes you feel good. And then if you ask a person, and a person will say, oh, no, I think it's too early for you to do that, or can you do this and this, and you don't do it, and before you know it, the person you've been asking has picked it up. So it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. If you want to practice self-love, give up need for approval from others. Let me tell you, you can be the juiciest grape. You can be the ripiest grape, but there'll still be going to be somebody who does not like peaches, right? Who does not like grapes, right? You could be the juiciest mango. You can be the ever nice looking. It can be the ever nice looking mango. But there will be somebody out there who will not be liking mangoes. So you cannot please nobody. You cannot please everybody. Just learn to make decisions on your own without having to ask for approval from anybody. Okay? So, and learn to say no. It's very healthy to say no. It's not being rude, it's not being so mean, but it's acting smart. Because you need time for yourself. You need time for yourself as an individual, to take care of your well-being, to take care of your mind, to take care to find a peace. That is what we call self-love. Just say no, even to your children, even to your spouse. Say no. It's very healthy, and it's very okay to say no. Okay, so those who have just joined us, we are still talking about self-love, and Sandra Susan says, good topic. Yes, thank you so much. You might think that you don't need this information at this particular point, but I just want to be sincere with you. At a certain point in life, you need this kind of information. And yes, I'm very sure and I'm very positive that we have had this kind of topic. We have had this kind of conversations from our friends, from our relatives, but we tend to forget, and we lapse. Or if we pick it up, we kind of lapse. So once in a while, I'll just be bringing in such topics for us. This is good. This is good. Okay. Yeah, let's keep going. And like I mentioned, this show is being sponsored by Senti's Kitchen, the king of African barbecue. So another thing you can do if you want to practice self-love is put yourself first. Put yourself first in everything that you do. Put yourself first, and don't feel doing this. Don't feel bad about doing this. Never feel bad about doing it. Especially women. We tend to put others first. We tend to put our spouses first. We tend to put our children first. We tend to put all our other dependents first, and we forget ourselves. And sincerely, this should be another topic that we should think about. especially women who are married. When we get married, and so we tend to forget ourselves. We concentrate on our spouses, we concentrate on our husbands, and this is what happens. Remember, your husband saw you and met you when you are looking so good, so really, like so good, like the way I can say, like you are looking so good. You are single and you are taking good care of yourself, but when you get married, you forget about yourself. And what happens? That's why you find our husbands go out looking for other people who are looking the same way you used to look before you got married. This is very, very important. Find time for yourself. Find time to look after yourself. Find time to look like you used to look before. You find like when it kicks in, when you get babies, hey, 1, 2, 3, by the time it gets 4, like even when they like, you know, when you throw a bundle of dollars to a dog, the dog will look at the bundle of dollars like, what? Because it's useless. At the end of the day, that's how our husbands begin looking at us. If you forget to put yourself first, by the time you get to the 4th child, so let us get into a habit of thinking about ourselves, because it also helps us to decompress from all the stresses that we have gone through, from the family stresses, from other stresses, from work stresses, from friends stresses. It's very, very, very vital as people, as women, as young people, to find time for ourselves. Go out, hang out with your friends. Find something to do. That is self-love. Yes, kids will be there, the husband will be there, your family will be there, as long as you know they are safe. You can find time for yourself. At times I find time for myself and say, you know what, Mama Simba, please stay with the baby. Now, this is my me time. We call it me time. It's very, 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 very important. And lastly, I just want to say this. Have fun. Guys, have fun. Self-love, you can never find self-love. You will never do self-love if you don't have fun, right? Get out there. Do things that really put you on fire. Do things that really keep you going. Enjoy them, either by yourself or with a group of friends. If it means laughing, just laugh. At times I'm a church person, like I'm at church and I just bust out and laugh or do my fun, and people are looking at me like that. We are feeling sorry for Mwami Sim. I'm like, oh, it's okay. Feel sorry for him. But this is me. This is me. I do what I love. I do what makes me happy. It's what makes me, it's what puts me on fire. It's what puts me on fire, and I enjoy it because I know at the end of the day, I'm going to go home. I'm going to find my son crazy 3 years. I'm going to find him. And now it's another stressor. I'll be at work. That's another stressor. So, I mean, people, if you want to practice self-love, which is really, 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 really very important. If you want to live longer, wherever you are, just find time for self-love. Okay, let me read a few comments of what you people have to say. Okay, yeah, okay. Still somebody says good topic. So I think that was it for today. So please go ahead. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. It is Still Flash Show. Like the show. Tell me what you feel, some of the topics that we should really talk about, and let us engage. This has been your very own Flavia K on Flash Show. Stay tuned.